Oh my God. Okay. What the one?
Another bit on the car and the ambassadors.
What's going on with my workouts? Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Good morning. It's another day. Another day. Welcome. What's this? Right. Just trying to get the video on now. Hello, 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 hello. It's another day. It's another 5K walk, another Sunday. You know how we roll every Sunday morning, 6:07. I'm just trying to get the video on now. And then we get grooving. I'm doing indoors again because of the 1,000,001 reasons. I'm cooking. The weather is not bad, to be honest. Looks like it's gonna rain, but I'm just trying to do one or two things while I'm exercising. So, yeah. And like we always say, we have a topic as we walk on. So today is going to be 5K. I'm going to stop exactly 5K because of time. I've got a lot that I'm doing right now. So are you working out at home? Are you
easy moves, side steps? Later on we build these into much bigger movements. We add the arms, and that's when you can go on so much.
Yeah. Apologies for that. Are you working out at home? Are you going outdoor for a walk? Whichever. Join in. It's a beautiful Sunday morning where we try to sweat it out a bit. And this is another day. This morning, I'm using Leslie workouts, boosted walk. That's my go-to. I know I need to use another one, but because of the pace, the intensity, like I said last week, I'm always using that one. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning. And I've got a head topic that I'll be discussing, well-being. The topic for today is well-being. What does well-being mean to you? I'm going to turn this volume down. It looks like it's too loud. I seem to be shouting. Thank you so much for joining. If you are on YouTube, thank you. I'm going to share on Facebook before we go on. I've just started, so yes, do walk. Any like we do. Right, let me share now. Two down. And two, and one, and two. Move the furniture around. Who forgot that? Good morning, Sister Soki.
Good morning.
I've just come on now. I've just started trying to share on Facebook.
I'm just getting okay. I think I'm sleepwalking.
I see that you started your feet watch out.
I didn't get that.
I see that you sorted your feet watch out.
No, that's my third one now. My third watch. It's just one story or the other. So my son finally helped me to do the app. So I lost all my data from the beginning of the month because I got one at the end of June again, another one. So I couldn't pay it with my phone. So finally he helped me I went back to the shop. They did something, but they put in a different app, so it didn't work. It wasn't synchronizing. So my son did yesterday, and I lost everything. I had the 4, so all the points I want to make over again today now. So let's see how it goes.
Okay, I'm gonna start from the top. Oh, your internet is breaking.
Yeah.
Starting from the top now. Can you hear me, sister? The internet is okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just starting now.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I wish I can. If I don't go out, I won't do it.
Sorry?
I say if I don't go out, I won't do it.
Yeah.
Because I slept very late.
Oh.
So if I don't get up and move, I won't do it.
Good. How was your week, ma?
It was okay. It was okay. It was no dramas, so we thank God.
Mine wasn't bad as well. I tried to be very conscious of my diet, and all through the week I was pretty active. I was working out almost every day, like going for a walk.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't much, sometimes 3 kilometers, sometimes 5, sometimes 4, but at least I was moving. It's only yesterday that, I got a bit naughty. I had too much to eat. I had donuts. I had the sandwich late at night.
Same here as well. Yesterday wasn't the best for me. I started off well, but the thing is that you make food for the family. I don't know why they don't eat their food on time, you know?
Yeah.
So I ended up going to the food and helping myself.
Exactly.
I was just like, what?
Yesterday, I even had them.
Yeah.
I was eating Eba, leftover. I said, I don't want to put to
that's
waste.
the thing. Yeah, I know. I made dodo for them. Dodo and Dundu. And I know they don't like it. They don't like dodo. They eat the dodo, but they just didn't eat anything on time. And before you know, I had one and I had more.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everything was also, then I had purple, you know. The purple I had, they had a lot. So yeah, I really blew it though.
Started well too. I had this really nice French toast and
Wow.
egg. It was very nice. Cup of tea. I got my orange on the side.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm doing well. And then lunchtime came.
Yeah.
And then I had yogurt and cashew nuts, which is kind of giving me a lot of pimples now. I need to stop it.
Okay.
That was it. Started eating and eating and eating.
Yeah. Yeah, no worries. Just one day.
Exactly. So
I tend to recess when it's the beginning of the week again.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just go on.
And one thing I've noticed is that we shouldn't be too hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I knew that I overate yesterday, but I'm like, that's all right. Can I just sort it out?
Yeah.
And I don't know how far this is true, but I read somewhere that sometimes your body needs that shake as well.
Yeah, I've read that as well.
Yeah.
You know, that's why some people incorporate cheat days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheat days, just to give that body the shake and
yeah,
you start again.
Yeah. Yeah. Immediately I cheat, I just feel some gush of energy and all that in my body. Then I know that no, I've gone beyond it. Then somebody say, okay, now you've messed it up. Why don't you just cook, eat more?
Yeah. That's the thing. Don't start at all, because if you start, you're going to carry on.
Yeah. Just okay. I'll just eat more. Then start again tomorrow. Oh, thank you for doing this. Otherwise, there was no way I would get up today. No way. And I don't know. I didn't set an alarm. I just got up. I said, what? God. I said, God, why did you wake me up? And now that I'm up, I said, okay, I just got to go.
And our body has its natural alarm clock now, because these days, even though I set my alarm, I tend to wake up about 5 minutes earlier than the alarm.
Yeah. I sat up on the bed and I looked at myself. Then I remembered I cheated yesterday. I said, okay, get up now. You feel bloated. Go out.
These days, most times I wake up at around 5. And before, when I hear people say they wake up 5 a.m., I'm like, how can you wake up 5 a.m.? But now my body clock is set to 5 most days. Yeah. I just wake up, and what I'm trying to do now to balance it out is to try and go to bed early. Just be in bed, even though you're not sleeping, but just relaxing.
Yeah, I need to get back to that. I don't get to bed on time anymore.
I am trying to go early now.
If I'm not in bed by 10, then that's where the problem is. It just drags. Yeah.
Today is the first time of us going to church, physical church after.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we haven't been to church since, so today's the first time.
Since the lockdown,
really
wow.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's been online since over a year.
Yeah, I know.
4 months now, since March.
Yeah. Wow. Too many lives, everything is getting back onto normal. By God's grace, just getting back.
Three, two, 3, 2, 3. Sister, please give me a minute. I just want to check what I'm cooking.
You're not worried.
Go right ahead, extend the arms into a little punch. Come on, go punch. Every time the hip comes forward, punch. Punch. 8 more. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Walk. Let's go like a little surfboard, huh? Did you ever do that stand-up paddle? Did you ever do that? No, not yet. You surf. Okay, you surf. Good. Nicole, what is that, Leslie? 4. Right, turn the hips. Good. A little shift. So get light on the feet. Shift your weight. Hips go forward and back. Get ready for the punch. Here it comes. Ready? We're punching now. Straight up. One arm strong and hold 2.
Yeah, sorry, ma.
It's all right. We are good at multitasking.
Okay. So I've got a topic for today,
Okay.
and it's titled well-being.
Wow.
Well-being, and there are some questions that I'd like to ask, which I don't need an answer. It's just for our own personal reflection.
Yeah.
What does well-being mean to you? And how do you take care of yourself daily? And how do you incorporate wellness into your daily life? And what do you think? Does well-being differ from good health? Are they the same thing? Are they different? Are they interwoven? As we go on, we will know. Well-being. There's a difference between health and well-being or wellness, but they are kind of interconnected. Health is dynamic, it's constantly changing. Somebody can be healthy today and be unhealthy tomorrow, and can be ill tomorrow. So that's the dynamics of health. And and that illness can affect daily life. However, wellness now is defined as a lifelong, personalized process through which people make informed choices about lifestyle. So wellness is a lifelong, personalized process. It's individual. What might mean well-being to me might be different to what well-being means to you. That's where it's personalized. And my idea of good health might be different from yours. Some people think being slim is good health, or makes you healthy, but that's not true. Some people think being chubby and but exercising, there are lots of people who are bigger, but they are healthy in terms of their medical numbers, talking about their blood pressure, their BM and all that. So health is very dynamic, it's personal. And the well-being now that we're talking about is just how we make informed choices about our lifestyle behavior, activities that will lead to a fulfilling life. So that's the difference. You can be physically healthy, but not be fulfilled. Because according to WHO, World Health Organization, they define health now as a state of complete, so it's not just one thing, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. You see where well-being comes in again, and not just the absence of illness or disease. Because some people will class the absence of illness as being healthy. So yeah, don't take any medication. I don't go to hospital. But then that person might be severely emotionally stressed. That's not well-being. That's not good health. Because it has to come together under one umbrella. And then there are different, for them, the pillars of well-being. Just like the pillars of health. Health is physical, emotional, mental, like we said earlier, social, and it's similar in a way. What pillars of well-being? Again, they are physical. And what are these physical aspects of well-being? And yeah, I've got another definition for well-being, yeah, and which says that well-being is an experience, sorry. Well-being is oh gosh, I can't say the word properly. Well-being is an experience of health, happiness, and prosperity. I'll repeat. Well-being is an experience of health, happiness, and prosperity. It also includes a good mental health. So people might be healthy, but they don't have money. So because they haven't got that financial satisfaction, they won't be classed as people that have got well-being, like optimal well-being. Because yes, you're very fit to do your exercise and all that, but when you come home, you haven't got the finance to pay your rent, to get those healthy meals that you want. You won't be happy. And that's where the emotional angle of well-being comes in. So it has to be all together. Good mental health, high life satisfaction. I like that, high life satisfaction in terms of well-being. And that again is very objective because I think I'm not rich. I'm not as rich as Richard Branson and others. But I think I am happy. I can wake up in the morning. I'm making some jollof rice now.
I was going to say it's jollof rice you're making.
Sorry, ma.
I was going to say Sunday jollof rice you're making.
Yeah, I'm taking it to church, Yeah. So, so I'm doing this exercise now, trying to take care of my physical health. I slept well last night to the glory of God. For me, that is satisfaction. I can pay my rent, I can pay my bills. So high life satisfaction is objective. It's subjective, I mean. Depends on the individual, what will give you that satisfaction. That's why you see people that have got the money, you see them committing suicide. They say, this person has everything now. It's got a good family, it's got money rolling in, they got millions. And then you listen to them, you say they committed suicide. Why? That's the question you need to ask. So satisfaction differs. What will make one person happy might not make the other person happy. That's why we need to kind of find our own joy in life. We need to define our own purpose. We need to find our own happiness. Don't look at environment or let people determine your joy for you. It's not going to work. And also well-being is a sense of meaning, like I said earlier, meaning or purpose. Because when the purpose of a thing is not known, it is abused. That's why people abuse their body. The purpose is not known. And there's no well-being. There's no satisfaction. You see people who abuse their body through physically, whatever, drugs and all that. They keep going back because it's never fulfilling. You see alcoholics, they've lost control. They keep going back because there's no sense of purpose. There's no sense of meaning to who they truly are. Obviously, addiction is much more deeper than that. That's another vast topic anyway. That should be explored, but it comes within this in a way in terms of well-being. Because somebody that is addicted, again, I don't know how their well-being is going to be, how it's going to be graded or classified, if I'm making sense. And also well-being is the ability to manage stress. The ability to manage stress, How are you able to overcome those life challenges? That's where the mental and emotional angle comes in. We all have a lot that we're going through. If I tell you my own now, you think, wow. And you think yours is worse. And then listening to the next brother or the next sister, you realize, oh, thank you, Lord. Mine is not as bad as that. So what's your coping strategy? All these are inside the big umbrella of well-being. So I'll go back to the pillars of well-being now. There's physical well-being, and that's what we are doing now. Physically, I'm being active, exercising, I love going out to do my walks, do my exercise, you know, so I have a physical or a positive physical relationship with my body. So if you say, again, remember I said well-being is subjective. What am I class as my well-being might be different for somebody else, but I'm grading mine now. Think about my physical well-being, positive relationship to my body. I'm going to tick a yes. That's me now. I don't know what level anybody wants to tick theirs, but I'm going to tick a yes because I have this positive physical relationship with my body. And remember, we talked about well-being being a lifelong personalized process. So I have seen this process. It's by the grace of God, it's going to be for life. I want to be 80, 85 and still doing my walks in the morning. I want to be 90 and, you know, hopefully by the grace of God, still have this healthy relationship with exercise and good eating. You know, that's the plan by the grace of God. And then the second pillar of well-being is emotional. Like I said earlier, what are your coping strategies? Are you able to manage stress? What is your resilience level? Resilience is the ability to come back after a really hard time, to kind of bounce back against all odds. And I'll say our resilience levels are different. Our coping mechanisms and strategies are different, you know, but what I would say, in order to have an optimal well-being, make sure that you are aware of your emotional health. Be conscious of your emotional side of, you know, your well-being. And then there is occupational well-being. I found that really interesting. I didn't know that. And the occupational well-being was defined, or rather is defined as engaging in rewarding activities to promote a sense of purpose and accomplishment. You know, that's why, you know, I find this interesting because it's a whole, it all comes together. Some people say, why are you working? And the other one will not work and you get so much money. Why are you working? But I want that complete package. I want to have a sense of purpose, accomplishment, you know, that positive attitude of contributing your skills and your talents, either at home, at work, or in the community. That's occupational well-being. And I would say for people that, you know, some people don't like doing stuff for one reason or the other. You know, we have so much in us. That's why I love Pastor, was it Pastor now? Late Miles Monroe. He was a bishop, I think.
No, well.
Sorry,
Dr. Miles Monroe. I know he's doctor, yeah.
Yeah. I love him. I still listen to his messages, you know, every now and again. Because he was always talking about purpose. And one thing he said was that the grave is filled with talent and skills and things that people never used. People do not believe in themselves. They do not think, I can do this. We have so much that we have been blessed with. We have so much skills. You see people say, can you do this? Say, no, I can't do it. Of course you can. Of course you can. There's nothing that we cannot do by the grace of God. Not our power, I'll say that, not my power at all. But I believe that there's nothing that I can't do. So, you know, having that positive mindset towards occupational well-being is very important, you know. Having that sense of purpose. Wake up in the morning, you're going to work. If you're not going to work, where they're going to pay you, you've got your family. Maybe you are a young mother. You're trying to like take care of your family, but then when you wake in the morning, you have that sense of purpose. Oh, I need to get my kids ready for school. I need to do this. I need to do that. You know, rather than just sitting back and doing nothing. That's the occupational well-being. I've talked about physical, I've talked about emotional, and I've talked about occupational. The other one now is spiritual well-being. spiritual well-being. That's why even in the hospital, the doctors and the nurses, they agree that, you know, there's a spiritual sense to man. You know, obviously they don't come out to say it, but, you know, because that's why there's chaplaincies called now, where people come. If you are a Christian or a Muslim, they have religious rooms in the hospital. You know, I've forgotten what they call the place now.
Chapel.
Yeah, chapel. Yeah, but in the hospital, there's also an area designated for spiritual purposes.
Yeah, prayer room. I know in the workplace we call it prayer.
Yeah,
faith room. You know.
Some call it faith room. Some call it prayer room. That's even in the hospital. That's to tell you that they know the essence of spirituality as as part of our well-being. You know, and spiritual well-being is a sense of peace and harmony. It's the ultimate goal of finding meaning and purpose to life. Like we said earlier, if you don't know your purpose, you know, there's high room for abuse. So it's good that we know our spiritual purpose. And, you know, spirituality means a lot to different people. Why we as Christians who see it as that personal relationship with our God, others don't. They see it as something else. So it means different things to different people. But ultimately, it's about finding meaning and purpose to life. That's the spiritual well-being. And then there's social well-being. Social well-being is that positive, healthy relationship, that interconnectedness with family, friends, and community. So it's very important because, you know, it's the last 1 year that I realized the importance of social interaction. You know, when you see things every day, you don't appreciate it. I was just telling you, Sister Nada, that I'm going to church for the first time today physically. And I'm super excited about it because I'm going to meet my Christian brethren. I'm going to fellowship with them physically. Obviously, we're still following COVID rules and regulations, you know, but it's not as it was before where we didn't have to meet at all. You can't go and see anybody, you know. So social interaction is very important. Active engagement in a social network, you know, for meaningful and rewarding friendship is part of well-being. You see people that are depressed now, one of the signs of depression is to become socially withdrawn. They become recluse. Recluse is called, I can't pronounce it properly, you know. And when somebody that was very active before, all of a sudden, they're going, no, I don't want to see anybody. And the extreme part of it is where people don't even want to leave their house for days, you know. So this is very important. This is an area that we need to keep an eye on, our social relationship with people. And at this point, I'll just say, social relationship is very important, but then we need to keep this relationship with the right people. We don't want to be friends with toxic people who is going to ruin our mental health, our emotional health. So it's good that we are aware of who our social cycle are, the people in our social bubble or social cycle, because it's good for our health as well. So there's another pillar of well-being is intellectual well-being. You know, these are some things I never knew, like well-being, intellectual, oh, okay. You know, and then they said intellectual well-being is the ability to mentally stimulate yourself. That's critical thinking, engaging in challenging activities to lead to personal growth. And what are these intellectual well-being that we are doing? We are still going to school. Some people are still going to school. Some people are still reading books, trying to learn new things. You know, they say education is a lifelong process. And if you have that attitude towards education, towards learning new things, it's very good. Everywhere you go, you really want to pick a thing or two. In every situation, you are thinking, you are reflecting on it like, okay, what have I learned? So you are challenging yourself mentally, critically to analyze that situation. You know, that's an intellectual stimulation, and it all contributes to your well-being. the ability to critically think. And we know they say in the brain, if you don't use it, you lose it. Not just the brain, you know, all our body, our muscles and everything. You don't use it, you lose it. Same as the brain. Our brain is so vast that if you don't challenge it, you're just killing the cells away. You don't know, you know, you're not stimulating them. It's encouraged that we do that often. That's why children that have got needs, you know, they encourage to, as a parent, you are encouraged to keep them mentally challenged or stimulated, that's the right word, you know, keep stimulating them mentally, keep doing things that will make them to, you know, think. You know, so intellectual well-being is very important. It gives an enhanced creativity to new learning. And then another area of well-being is mindfulness. And what's mindfulness? Mindfulness is paying attention to the present moment. I'm like, oh, okay. How do you pay attention to the present moment? You just live in the moment. Just be there, just as we are now. I'm doing this physical exercise, I'm talking, I'm watching TV, and I'm conscious of my thoughts. I'm conscious of my feeling, and to be honest, right now, I feel great. Because we know they say exercise releases that happy hormones. Endorphins are released in the body. So I'm conscious of how I'm feeling right now. Mindfulness, be self-aware, very important. Be self-aware of your emotions, what you are doing. So those are what are classed as being mindful. And those are the pillars. So the pillars of the well-being, like I said, they are physical, emotional, occupational, spiritual, social, and intellectual. I got 6 of them. I don't know if there are some more out there, but I only got 6. So the mindfulness was just something I saw while I was doing a research. It related to well-being. I said, okay, let me add this. Okay, so I'll carry on now. How to improve your well-being. Let me quickly check my rice. I'm coming, sister.
No worries.
2, 3, 4 in place. 4, 3, 2, 1 up. 4, 3, 2. That's the way. Maybe strong. 3, 4 back up. And 4 right here. 4, 3. Last time up, everybody go.
That's good. So how to improve your well-being? Eat healthy. Food always comes in. Avoid junk. To improve your well-being, avoid eating junk food. Junk food, they give you that high immediately. They make you feel good momentarily. And after 10 minutes, you're saying, oh, there's that self-guilt that kicks in. And you're wondering, oh my God, did I just eat all that? What is it doing to my arteries right now? How many calories have I added? Obviously, it's good to do it sometimes, but having a stable diet of junk food does no good. You're not doing your body any good. You're not doing your heart any good. So avoid junk. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables and stay hydrated. Physical activities. Like we said earlier, they release endorphins, which can improve your mood. And then treating people with dignity and respect. And I thought, how does that improve well-being? But it actually does. Because, you know, it's better to be kind. It's better to treat people with respect, just like you would like to be treated. So why treating people with disrespect and disdain? You know, so that's a way of improving well-being. That's why they say hurting people hurt people. Bitter people are always bitter towards other people, you know. So when you see somebody who is treating you with dignity and respect, it's a sign of their well-being. It's a sign of how they see life generally, you know. So it's important. And then giving, being kind to people, like charitable, is a way of improving well-being. You know, that feeling of, oh, I've just done this thing to this person. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be, you know, millions of pounds. Is it a pound? Is it 2 pounds? You just help that person in need. You know, it improves your well-being. And then be creative. Try to think of new things. Try to think of, never limit yourself. You know, a lot of people limit themselves. I can't do it. Oh no, that's too hard. When I first started this 6 a.m. walk, even me, I was scared. I said, God, should I change it? Oh God, how can I be waking up 6 a.m. every Sunday? And it's only Sunday that I used to like rest. Why will I do this? But I thought, seriously, I can do it. If I can wake up sometimes 3, 4 a.m. to start cooking, why can't I wake up 6 a.m. on a Sunday to do my exercise for my body? You know, come on, that's awesome. You know, so be creative and focus on your strength. Focus on your strength. That's a way of improving your well-being. Stop looking at the negatives. Obviously, look at the negatives to improve on, but focus on the strengths. It's going to help you to improve your well-being. Some people, they keep thinking low of themselves because they're always looking at, I couldn't do that the other day. Oh God, I must be stupid. I must be this, I must be that. No, you're not. What about the things you could do? What about that nice thing you did last week? Focus on those ones, build on them, you know. And another way to improve your well-being is to sleep well. Sleep is very important. And then invest in meaningful relationship. Like we said earlier, minimize any relationship that will give you discomfort and distress. It's a way of improving your well-being. Some relationships are toxic. Some friendship are toxic. Why will I want to be with somebody who is constantly putting me down? Why will I want to be friends? You know, people, when they talk about living toxic relationship, a lot of people go, oh, husband and wife. No, sometimes it's not husband and wife. Friends. You be in a circle of friends and, you know, you're constantly put down. Like you're never enough. That person thinks they're better than you. You know, obviously, try to resolve it. Maybe let your feelings know that, oh, I don't like this. But if it persists, I honestly don't want to be in a relationship where I'm constantly put down because it's going to affect me. You know, so those are the ways that you could improve your well-being. And just to conclude, that well-being is very important. It involves our physical, mental, spiritual, emotional health. And it's a whole complete sense, according to WHO's definition of health, it's a complete sense of well-being rather than the absence of ill health. So that is it. That is my conclusion, sister. Any contribution to that?
Oh dear, what can I contribute? It is amazing, just so fantastic.
Thank you, sister.
As always, full of so many facts. You know, I wish I was taking notes.
Yeah, you know? I wish. You know what I've been thinking is that I need to be keeping this because
that's what I was going to tell you. Because when you are invited to come and speak to people, you already have all this.
Yeah,
so I think you should put them in a folder.
Yeah.
And really, you're talking like for over 30 minutes. You are giving a 45-minute session or 1 hour. Yeah. You do your talk, then you have some interactive moments where people just open up and really see themselves in the light of all this information. Yeah. So all I can do is just applaud you for the fantastic work you're doing. You know, as you were talking, I said, oh, I've got to copy this link and post it on my Facebook. Oh. You know, just get people to be aware of these things. You know, you touched on so many things that it's just so rich that I cannot, some of them I cannot immediately remember. But I mean, it's just so robust. I wish I have a sort of a check sheet at the end of the conversation where some of them I can say, yeah, I'm doing that. And some other ones I say, okay, work towards or working on, You know, some of the beats you mentioned have already, I just examined myself really, looking at the mirror, using this as a guide and as a mirror. No, there's so much more to be done, but in the area of well-being, looking at this, I can take some things. In fact, that's why we must be committed. That's why we are here this morning. That's why we are doing what we are doing. So it's been, I'll have to go through this again, make a checklist for myself and tick what I'm doing so that I can effectively evaluate myself and say, okay, how far and all that. Just during the week, I was watching this lady that sort of inspires me. Every now and then, I'm linked with her on Facebook. I don't know how you pronounce her name. This world, what do you call it? Female weightlifter. You know, I think she's esteemed. She does bodybuilding, not weightlifting, bodybuilder. You know, yeah. She's 85.
Wow.
And she's so fit. She just did some, I don't know how many miles she walked, 10 miles. And by the time she got to 8 miles or so, if I can remember well, she was getting tired, you know, and all that. But she completed. And she still determines that she's going to do it again. And do it better. You know. So I see somebody with a mindset like that. Then I will sit down and be looking at myself that I can't, you know, if I cannot put myself in a gym and commit to it. But here is me walking. It's not at least I'm doing something, you know, towards it, you know, than sitting down and feeling that I cannot do anything. You know, there was some weeks ago, I talked to a friend and I said, oh, there's this Sunday morning thing that I do. That's a sister who is very committed, has this thing on Zoom. Before I could finish, I said, no, I can't do that. Oh, you know, I love my sleep. Okay, you love your sleep. You're telling me you want to change this. Start from there. I mean, do it for you, for your own body. You know, because I want to enjoy my life. Okay, good. You want to enjoy your life, but you want to be there for those lovely children of yours, don't you? So do your own bit, not to kill yourself before time. So that the times of their celebrations, you will be there and nobody's representing you. At least do your own. Yeah, we all will go, but we want to go that we have fought the good fight, haven't we? Like Miles Monroe will say, you want to leave empty. Now you have done all that it takes to do. Not saying that. I tell myself, don't let your body dictate to you. You know, let your mind dictate your day to you, not what your body wants every time. Who is in control here? Is it your body that craves A to Z? You know, you have to be able to tell the body that, hey, that's enough. You know, you have to have a goal. And like you severally said, have a sense of purpose. If you don't have a purpose, maybe you don't have a role model. It's difficult, but online you find lots of people going through everything for them to be well. And you are not anything close to that. So let's continue to encourage ourselves in this thing. So it was really a fantastic one. And I sure will go back to the video and watch it again and put down some points.
Yeah, you can help me share as well, sister.
Yeah, that's why I'll share on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'll share my little Facebook and say, you know, put in a word here and there and let people just be aware. You know, you save one person, gets into the understanding, it affects the whole family.
True.
Then it begins to affect the whole clan.
Community.
And the whole community, you know, for just one person.
True.
And some they might not want to agree at the moment, but later they'll say, this person,
Yeah.
don't just stay on the sideline and be a cheerleader,
Yeah.
be part of the whole program, and do this for you.
For
Even
you.
and even our children, they see the effort you're putting in, see the effort we are putting in, the commitment we have.
Yeah.
A day will come and they'll think, oh, this is what mommy used to do. Wow. I want to do that. I want to be as disciplined and do even better, of course. Yeah.
And that's what they say, that we are unconscious mentors, especially.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Especially.
Yeah.
Because they copy,
Yeah.
they see, and then when they don't do these things, like, or rather, when you behave badly, and then they do it and you quarrel with them, they're gonna go, oh, is this person a hypocrite? Wasn't this what you were doing the other day? Why have you got problem with me doing it? Oh, my battery's gonna go low. Oh my God. Anyway, I'll just end it here, sister.
Okay,
It's almost 7. Thank you so much.
Okay,
and thank you, Sister Hope, for joining. I see you are walking out though.
Thank you.
Good morning. Have a nice day.
Morning.
God bless
Okay, then.
everybody. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye.